Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and I am back for more ARK adventure. And today we are going to be going after what I deem to be the second easiest cave. Well, the next cave in the list basically. And that's going to take us towards the volcano. So let's, without further ado, let's get on with it. So like I say, we're going to head towards the volcano, which is past the green orb over here. As you can see, there's lots of different mountains. The one to the right of me is Giga Mountain, which is where one of the places where the Gigas can obviously spawn. I mean, obviously it's in the name really, isn't it? Gigas can also spawn around the volcano as well, so I'm going to need to be very careful with my landing in a moment. I have also seen Gigas somehow end up on the beach down there as well. I don't know how the bloody hell it happened, but the only thing I can think of is that someone must have kited it, perhaps. I don't know. Lost my bearings. Entrance is around here somewhere. I know it is. So I've got a lot of I have a lot of fond memories. Oh wait a minute, this is the wrong hill. This is the one next to it. The other one over there, that's the volcano. Too far down, that's why. Yeah, I've got a lot of fond memories of this particular map. I actually do miss being here. Unfortunately, my tribe mate doesn't want to move bases again. To be honest, I can understand that. Yeah, there's a Therizino down there. Could complicate matters if we're not careful. Let's land ourselves over here out of the way. So I've taken infinite stats off, and I have set myself up with healing brews. And as you can see, I'm armoured up now as well. Do you mind, Raptor? Well, I wanted to get down, but I didn't need your help. Get lost. Oh, great. Now I've got these things coming after. Go away. Go on, shoot. Shoot! Oh, come on, I'm only just... Oh, compies. These compies never cease to amaze me. They'll pick a fight with just about anything, even stuff twice their size, and it's like, really? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to ditch those tech walls. I can always spawn more and it's not an issue. Obviously, if I was on online mode, then it would be completely different. I would not dare to are you this far up towards the entrance? What is going on? There's not usually stuff this far up. Okay, so I got webbed by an Aranio that seems to be, well, invisible. Where is it? Where did it go? Okay, so these are the bats, and they do dish out rabies if you're not careful. I was really hoping to kill them without them spotting me, but that doesn't seem to have happened. I might try and knock one of these out as well while we're here, just so I can add it to the tame list as well, because we haven't got one yet. Not really sure why you would want to tame these. I don't really know if they've got any decent functions or not. Okay, so again there are 3 explorer notes in this cave as well. I'm just going to take this slowly, one step at a time. I can hear something. Oh, scorpions. Of course, with infinite stats, I can now be knocked out as well if I get hit with enough torpidity. And I am no stranger to that, especially with the blooming snakes. I used to get knocked out by the snakes all the time. It used to drive me absolutely mental. Whoops. I can hear another snake, but I can't see it. Oof. God, where did that go? I can hear it, but I can't see it. There it is. Oh, it's got itself stuck. So again, with taming the onyxes, I again would recommend going in on the back of the thyla. You will need to cryo the thyla up and then uncryo it just a little bit further in. Unfortunately, although the entrance looks as if you should be able to get a oh, what? I killed it? Really? I must have done too much damage with my first initial shot. That's annoying. Yeah, although the entrance looked as if you can fit a thyla through it, unfortunately you cannot. I won't worry about killing the dung beetle because they are actually passive. They won't attack unless you hit them first. Which has happened multiple times on my journeys. I've gone in to tame one, I've had something else jump me, I've tried to defend myself and I've accidentally caught the dung beetle which I was trying to tame, and consequently I've ended up paying the price for it. That's not good, my health's taken a pretty big hit. One of those creatures must be a really high level. Why have I got the gun back out? How's that happened? Ah, shit. I'm surprised they were able to do that much damage. It shouldn't have been possible. Great. I haven't put a bed down. I should have put a bed on the skiff. That was silly of me. Right, what I'll do is I'll spawn here. And then what I'll do is I will, as long as I'm not in any danger, I'll just quickly, I'll very, very quickly try and spawn in some sort of a flyer that will get me out there. Or I'll force tame something, anything will do. I'm trying to think of the command codes. Let me see, GM summon. Ugh. Let's go with, hang on, let me just, give me a minute here folks. Thought it was, just had to confirm it because I didn't want to waste time. Argent character, and I can't spell character, underscore BP underscore C, and I've actually missed something out here as well. I should have put in, there we go. And it doesn't need to be that big of a level, does it really? Let's just say level 100, that'll do. It doesn't need to be a big level. Perfect. I'll just sort myself out a saddle very, very quickly. Argent saddle. Oops. And then again, what you want to do is put 500 in so that you can increase the quality. And that should. I typed it in wrong. Hang on. One moment, folks. I'm going to have to just double check the. Okay, I was close enough with what I typed in. The difference between the actual spawning of the creature and there we go, and the what I'll also do quickly is, just so I don't have to keep landing, is I'll just temporarily put infinite stats back on this thing. It's just that way I won't have to keep landing, and it will save us a lot of time. There we go, that should do it. Right, let's get moving. What I'll do is, if I go and fly straight towards the redwood from here and cut straight across, it will save us a bit of time as well. If we can literally just go straight up and over. Not the fastest flyer, but it was the first one that came to mind and the easiest one to type in. Now obviously I will still be showing you guys how you can trap and knock out all these different teams that I'm spawning in legitimately. Literally the only reason I've spawned this thing in is because it's an emergency situation and I need to get back to the skiff and stuff. Because unfortunately somebody was a complete and utter muppet and forgot to put his bed down on the skiff before he went in. In fact, I should have, I don't even think I spawned one in, I should have done. I made a very big noob mistake. But what can I say? Nobody's perfect. I had a nice little metal farming base around here as well. I used to call it my workshop. Again, it was another one of mine and Sarah's first meetings as well. I was actually sat in there one day, I was smelting metal and crafting stuff, and let's just say she dropped in to say hello, and she brought a friend with her, to which she promptly knocked out, and it got stuck in the corner of my, on the inside of my base in the top corner. Got stuck in my roof. So I had to build her a temporary staircase for her to get to it. It was quite amusing to watch, if I'm honest. I think my farming base was roughly about here, because I used to run up the mountain here and get all the solid gold metal blocks that were on the top. And then the mountain that's to the right hand side of the volcano, if you're facing this direction, that's also littered to the nines with rich metal. So I used to then go over there as well with a couple of RGs and a decent anchor, and I used to just grind the hell out of that. And by the time you've grinded that one over there, the redwood metal had come back, and then by the time you've grinded the redwood metal, the other metal island had respawned. And so I just kept rinsing and repeating, and one Saturday I think I walked out with about 22 grand's worth of metal, and that was just within a few hours. And also that mountain over there, you can't see it right now because we've got some really nasty fog. One of the things that the island is absolutely famous for, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I actually do miss it a little bit. I need to get my bearings for a second. I think we need to go this way. can also get quite a bit of obsidian from the Giga Mountain as well. And also, if you really wanted to be greedy and farm even more, the mountain in which the blue orb sits on top of also is very rich in both metal and obsidian, and also crystal as well. If you're wanting large resources of crystal, you want the inside of the volcano, which at some point I will show you. Right, before I do anything else, let's spawn in a bed, shall we? Although, having said that, I am going to have to find the codes for it because I cannot remember the codes. So just bear with me one moment, folks. That's not the one I wanted. Okay, that's a simple one. It's a very simple one. So it's GFI bed underscore simple. And I can't even spell. I'm having a dyslexic moment again. There we go, simple. I've spawned in 4 beds because what I'm going to do is I'm going to place multiple beds on. Yeah, what's going on? The RG's picking a fight with something. So what we'll do is, let's just say 1. Don't worry folks, a lot bigger decay time on it. It was like 30 odd minutes beforehand back on the legacy servers. It used to be a hell of a lot worse than that. Your stuff used to go within 15 minutes, I think it was. It was ridiculous. And on top of that, you didn't get any of this nice, oh, we'll just give you a beacon for your stuff so you can see where it is. Oh no, you had to physically look for it. Oh dear. Shit, Carno! Oof. They're gonna bust my beds before I've even got them sorted. There's only one thing for me to do at this point, and that's to run into the cave. It shouldn't be able to follow me in, so I hope. No, it managed to follow me in. Wow, I have not been mangled by a Carno for years. Normally I have Rexes and things that deal with that crap. It doesn't help that my RG's decided to go and pick a fight with everything and its grandmother. I was about to say, can we please? Thank you. Okay, so RG, will you come here, please? That was not part of the plan. Get lost. Where did the Carno go? There it is. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get at that, am I? It's going to kick me off the RG if I go too far in. I miss my event RGs and my mutated RGs. Right. Let's clear this mess up. Right, let's go on in and get our stuff back, or at least let's try to get our stuff back. This is going to be the interesting part. That's why I put down multiple beds, because I had a feeling this was going to potentially happen. So my RG has decided to follow me inside the cave. Okay. Well, if you end up dying, RG, it's on you, mate. You were only meant as an emergency. Crap. RG, do something. Oh, fuck, I forgot. There we go, now he should attack. Ah! RG, kill this thing right now. Did he die? Bollocks. Oh well, it's fine. This cave's actually a really short cave as well, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Dying a few times. Those bats really are an absolute nuisance. We're still yet to tame one of those bats as well, actually, thinking about it. Oh, looks like the RG took care of business for us. Can I safely grab my stuff without being eaten? Yes, I believe I can. Right, let's... first of all, let's put our armour back on. That's kind of essential. And I think we should probably reload our weapon with bullets as well. Alright then. Now that we've dealt with that horror, we'll carry on from... So we've got a dossier that's just down the end here. Do this carefully. Now again, you can get megalosauruses in this cave, so we do need to be on our guard a little bit here. I'm just going to put my scope on a second. Bollocks, I contracted the disease. Luckily I've still got plenty of healing brews with me, so it's fine. Like I said, what we'll do is we'll just stand on the spot here and I'll just counter it with the healing brews. So as you can see, I've got a skull and crossbones there. That is the duration of which the rabies is going to last for. And what we're going to do is, like I said, we're just going to keep taking healing brews every now and again, and it will keep our health from depleting. Eventually that timer will run down. Now, the better the armour you've got, the better chance you've got of avoiding getting said rabies. And also, when it comes to dealing with the bats, I actually do recommend putting the thyla up against them because they can jump. And I recommend that when you go up against them, as you attack them, you keep jumping up and down because it makes it a lot harder for the onyxes to hit you, and they end up hitting the thyla instead 90% of the time. Once we have tamed ourselves a thyla at some point down the line, I will demonstrate what I mean when we get to it. Unfortunately, there is no other way to cure the rabies. You literally just have to wait it out and just keep on top of healing. What we got in here? Anything good? No, not really. No crap. Not even worth our attention. Right, let's do this slowly, shall we? Fuck it, I missed. Excuse my language. Oh my god. It's either too far away or I'm just not hitting it. Hang on, let's see if I can get closer. that one dead. Oops. Now I know there are a lot of piranhas in that water down there, so I'm not going to be stupid enough to step into the water if I can help it. I'm going to have to slowly but surely move down, aren't I? Oh God, I keep pressing circle to crouch. I think it's because the circle button is the button that you use to crouch in Red Dead. I think it's either that, or I've been playing The Last of Us a bit recently as well. When you play as many different games as I do, you tend to forget which game's controls belong to which game. Okay. Oh, that one didn't die. That one must have been a high level. Shit, I missed. Minimal damage taken. So there's our artifact. We need to make sure that we're clear first before we do anything else. See anything else here, but I know there is stuff here. I would almost bet on it. I must confess myself very surprised. I expected there to be more down here. This bit is usually littered with stuff. Now with the Megalosaurus spawns, you can either get them down here or you can get them up on the top ledge where we came down from. Though this time round there doesn't seem to be any, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, of course. Step forward. I do indeed. Some of these artifacts do take forever to respawn. If you have the tech armor on though, you can carry more than one artifact, which I completely forgot about one day, and I went artifact grabbing and completely forgot about it. It was like proper scratching my head on how I was going to get multiple artifacts out of this cave on Crystal Isles, and I realised I could easily do it. So here's the second explorer note. I'm just trying to jog my memory on where the third one is. I know it's down here somewhere. Just trying to go carefully. Seems the game hasn't spawned in too much this time, by the looks of it. Okay, so where's that other explorer now? I think the other one's over this way somewhere. I mean, there is another way in which I could find the explorer. Now, I could spawn in a direwolf quickly and use its abilities, because you see the direwolf has the ability to detect explorer notes. Where on earth is it? Or is there only... No, I swear there's a third one here somewhere. Where is it? Maybe it's up the other side somewhere. Tell you what I'm going to do, folks, is I am just going to summon in a wolf just to double check I haven't missed it. Again, I will be showing you guys how to properly tame the dire wolf. I'll give you my word on that. Let me just pull up the code for it. Oh, okay, that's pretty simple. See, normally I would have done this online with all of our normal tames, but we're not on the we're not on the island anymore. Why is it not spawned that in? Why not? Unless there's supposed to be a space between that. Oh, hang on. No, I know what it is. I suspect it's that. No. There we go. So you can also detect dead enemies with this as well. Aha! It's over there. Detected it over here somewhere. Where is it? Let's see it. I'm just going to grab myself some water. Try and do this as carefully as I can without getting myself beaten. That sounded like battle music. Oh, I forgot my direwolf's following me, isn't it? Two-way down. That can go. What else have we got that's weighing us down that could be ditched? What is this thing's weight load? Oh crumbs, that's quite low. Alright, we'll just have to get it to follow us over to where we're going. So apparently it should be around here somewhere. So you've got that one that's there. It's around the other side of this pillar. Where? I don't see it. I used to know where all the explorer notes were right off the back of my hand, but now it's like... I feel like I'm going crazy right now trying to find this thing. Where is it? I'm even using the dial wheel to identify where it is. Oh, that's confusing. It's picking stuff up now that's outside. If you look, see the blue scroll symbol, that's where the explorer notes are. Right, I'm going to start making my way out of here. Usually each cave does have 3 explorer notes in it. The other one must be towards the top somewhere. It's the only thing I can think of. What's down this way? So we got that one. Here we go. Here's the other one. I knew there was a third one in here. You were just looking in the wrong place, it was further up, and that is the Megalodon Explorer note. We have got company, I can hear it, but I can't see it. Well, anyway, we are done in here. We've got all 3 Explorer notes, we've got the artifact. Didn't tame the Onyx, but there are more caves coming up that have them in, so it's not too big of a deal. I'll leave these tames behind as well because they were literally just meant for an emergency situation, and the fact that, as I stated before, I was a complete pleb and forgot to put beds down on my skiff. And the other one down there I just used to try and help me find the Explorer note a second. And we are lagging in the cave entrance again. I don't know why the cave entrance lags so much. I do not think so, Carnotaurus. Alrighty then. So that pretty much concludes this episode, I think. Oh, but before I go, I will just show you the crystal spawn that I was on about. As you can see, just along the side here is... My God, what on earth? Oh, I forgot I did a run of the tech cave, didn't I? I remember now. Yeah, anyway, distractions aside, just along the side here, you can see there's lots of crystal going all the way down to the bottom. And there is actually some more down here as well, but you can't really see it very well right now because of my Rexes that are in the way. I know, they're ridiculous levels. I was just trying to get it done at the time. I say I was trying to get it done. I was basically, when we first did our run of the tech cave, which was with our main tribe, because me and my friend Sarah, we sort of splintered off into our own little separate tribe, but we were still at the same time a member of our main tribe, which was Populous. And when we did the tech cave with Populus, we were able to uncryo stuff once we got down there. However, when me and Sarah took a load of people in to do it, we found that we couldn't uncryo Rexes down the bottom. So the only Rexes we had were the ones that we'd ridden down there, and the Gigas that we'd ridden down there. Now luckily for us, we were only doing Gamma at the time when we found this little blunder, and fortunate for us, we managed to get out of it unscathed. We actually did manage to still beat the boss. I don't know how we managed it, but we did. So the reason I've got these 1500 level Rexes here is because at the time I literally just typed in whatever level willy-nilly and just spawned in a bunch of Rexes to help me get through the cave. I couldn't be asked to spawn in a Giga at the time. And I basically was marching my way through the cave trying to see if there was any different points in the cave in which I could uncryo stuff, to try and get around the problem, because otherwise it meant that we had to march our Rexes all the way down through the cave, and yeah, it's an absolute nightmare to do. At some point I might actually show you guys what I mean. I'm just debating whether to leave those Rexes there or whether to kill them off and start again, or what, I don't know. Do you know what, actually screw it, I'll leave them there for now. And looks like I've also got one of my lightning wyverns down there. It's only a shitty low level one, but hey ho. So yeah. Oh, just another little bit of information. If you're ever doing the trophies for this game and you are wanting the trophy for the highest point, you want to come and place yourself here. This part of the volcano here is literally the highest point in the entire map. Come to this point and you will get your trophy. And for the lowest depth you just need to go to the bottom of the ocean, like literally right to the bottom. See, I remember back in the Legacy days, this volcano wasn't actually like this, that lava wasn't there. The volcano hadn't erupted, and inside the crater of the volcano was a ton of metal, rich metal. And I remember a lot of people used to fight over it as well. It was ridiculous. You'd have people flying in with their Quetzals before they became obsolete, and grabbing at it all. Alright, we're going to conclude things for this episode then, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I hope these videos are helpful, and I will see you all next time for more ARK survival adventures. Bye bye for now, folks.